Attention passionate Dallas, Cowboys fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Dallas, Cowboys fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If there's one thing that the NFL is all about, it's the drama, the trades, and the moves that can completely reshape the landscape of a division. And right now, it looks like the Dallas Cowboys might be on the verge of a game-changing acquisition that could have ripple effects across the NFC East and beyond. Rumors are swirling about a potential trade that could see Arden Key, the talented but somewhat under-the-radar defensive end from the Tennessee Titans, making his way to Dallas. And if this actually happens, it could be one of those moves that fans will be talking about for a long time, especially considering how desperately the Cowboys need a boost on their pass rush. Let's take a step back and understand what's going on with Arden Key and the Titans first. Tennessee, sitting at a disappointing 1-7 record, is in rebuild mode, and they've hit some rough patches with their defense, particularly their pass rush. The Titans are struggling, giving up an average of 4 sacks per game, which is pretty high, and that's a big reason why they're reportedly open to trading Arden Key. Now the Titans are looking to clear some cap space, around $8 million, so they can funnel resources into other areas, particularly their secondary, which has been leaking points, giving up around 30 points per game. They're also eyeing draft picks to accelerate their rebuild, especially after some doubts have grown about Key's long-term fit with the team. The Titans are reportedly willing to send Arden Key to Dallas in exchange for a third-round pick in the 2026 draft, a move that makes sense for both sides. But what does Arden Key bring to the table? He's a 29-year-old defensive end from LSU with a versatile skill set that fits perfectly into the Cowboys' scheme. Over his career, he's accumulated 28 sacks and 210 tackles, and his PFF grade hovers around 78.5, which is solid for a player who's often used in rotation. What makes him appealing is his quick first step. He wins rushes at a rate of about 15%, which means he gets into the backfield quickly and often. His motor is relentless, especially in sub-packages where he can rotate in and out, keeping fresh legs on the field. In 2024, Arden has already registered 6 sacks and 79. For PFF grade, showing improvement and consistency that the Cowboys desperately need. Even amid some injury setbacks, like an ankle injury in Week 5, he has bounced back strongly, recording a sack and 2 tackles for loss in his Week 9 game against the Colts. The Cowboys, sitting at 3-5, are painfully aware of their need for more depth on their defensive line. Their current rotation hasn't been as effective as hoped. Injuries and fatigue have taken a toll, especially with some question marks around their starters. Adding Arden Key would provide an immediate boost, especially considering his quick first step and high motor. His role could be pivotal in elevating the pass rush and creating more opportunities for Micah Parsons and the interior linemen. The hope is that he can contribute to an increase in sacks, projected around 8 in the final stretch of the season, and help push the pressure rate up from around 29% to potentially 32%. That's a significant jump that could make all the difference in close games. Now let's talk about what Arden Key specifically can do for Dallas. He's a player who excels in high-motor situations, often winning against the run and rushing the passer with a relentless pursuit. His ability to generate TFLs, tackles for loss, is a key factor in disrupting offenses. Against the run, he's graded at over 81.7, and his YAC yards after contact allowed is just 3.1, indicating he's a strong defender on the edge and doesn't give up many extra yards. He's also forced 3 fumbles this season, adding that extra punch to the Cowboys' pass rush. His versatility means he can line up on both sides of the line, making him a flexible piece in Dan Quinn's defensive scheme. Compared to others like Odighizuwa, Arden's presence could add around 1.8 pressures per game, plus a boost in run defense. These are the kind of numbers that can turn a struggling defense into a formidable one. And let's not forget the bigger picture here. The Cowboys are in a prime position to make a serious run for the playoffs, especially if they can upgrade their pass rush and get more consistent pressure. Arden Key's addition could be the low-risk, high-reward move they need to turn the tide. With a projected increase in sacks and pressures, Dallas's defense could elevate from giving up around 3-0 sacks per game to closer to 3-5, which is a game changer. This would be especially critical in matchups against high-powered offenses like the Eagles, who rely heavily on their run game, averaging 4.3 yards per carry, and mobile quarterbacks who can extend plays. By bolstering their pass rush, Dallas could disrupt those plays even more, creating turnovers and giving their offense more opportunities to score. The impact of adding Arden Key isn't just about immediate stats, it's about the overall tone of the defense. His high motor and ability to rotate in and out mean the Cowboys can keep fresh legs on the field, maintaining pressure late in games when fatigue sets in. Plus, his presence could help take some pressure off Micah Parsons, who's been a one-man wrecking crew but needs support to be truly unstoppable. With Arden's addition, the Cowboys could also see an increase in the number of TFLs, perhaps boosting their average by 4 per game, which constrains opponents' offenses even further. This kind of upgrade might be the spark Dallas needs to start winning more close games, especially in a tough NFC where every possession counts. Looking ahead, the odds of Dallas making a deep playoff run could improve significantly with this move. Bookmakers are already shifting their predictions, with Cowboys' odds of winning the NFC now moving from plus 1,200 to around plus 900, thanks to Arden Key's potential impact. Plus, the betting odds for their Super Bowl chances are climbing, as many analysts see this as a strategic move that adds an extra layer to their defensive front. The key is the playoffs. If Dallas can solidify their pass rush and get consistent pressure, they'll be a nightmare for offenses like the Commanders, who have allowed 3-8 sacks per game, or the Eagles, especially when trying to contain their potent rushing attack. In the end, this trade could be a visionary move by the Cowboys' front office. It's about identifying a player who fits their scheme perfectly, someone with a high motor, proven production, and the versatility to make an immediate impact. Arden Key isn't just a depth piece. He's a potential difference maker who can elevate Dallas's defense from good to elite, especially during the crucial final stretch of the season. For Tennessee, it's a rebuild move, but for Dallas, it's a chance to accelerate their turnaround, to add that missing piece that could help them finally get over the hump and into the Super Bowl conversation once again. So Cowboys fans, keep an eye on this development. It's not just a rumor, it's a move that could define the future of this team. Imagine Arden Key rushing alongside Micah Parsons, creating chaos on the edges, forcing turnovers, and helping set up their offense for success. That's the kind of impact that can propel Dallas back into serious Super Bowl contention, and it's exactly what we've been waiting for. The NFC is wide open, and with the right additions, the Cowboys could be the team to take control in the final months of the season. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Dallas Cowboys news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think Arden Key is the missing piece to push Dallas into Super Bowl territory? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cowboys. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cowboys news and analysis. Let's keep this passion alive and get ready to cheer even louder as we see how this story unfolds. The road to the Super Bowl is never easy, but with the right moves, who knows? Maybe this one will be the game changer Dallas has been waiting for.